Hey y'all, just wanted to make a quick video today to give you guys a rundown on what I'm expecting to see from the Desmos activity today. The login code is on the next slide. So once you get to student.desmos.com, enter that code. But I wanted to kind of walk through the way today's activity is going to work because it's a little different than ones that we've seen in the past. So once you get to this screen, I would like you to enter your name or something that I can easily identify as being you. If you click go, there's only 3 screens on today's Desmos activity. Okay. Once this loads, the first one are some cute little pictures. You guys, these things are so cute. So I would like you to pick one of them and then go on to the next thing. This slide, let's see, the third slide is just a scoreboard so you can see who's in the lead. Right now we have someone with 56 points and then a couple in the 40s. Your job today is to hopefully get a score near that. I'm hoping that everybody here can get around 50 at least of these problems. And this activity we're doing today is called the 4 fours. The idea with that is you're using the number 4 and you're using it 4 times to create as many of the numbers that you see on this grid as you possibly can. Okay, so what I can do is I can go in here and I can type in, let's do an easy one. If we do 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, I have used 4 fours. And if I click this little blue submit button here, we'll see down here below, 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 16. So I use those 4 fours to create the number 16. Okay, you can use all sorts of things to get those values in that grid. A couple quick things that my 6th graders struggled with: the division symbol is just a slash. Okay, and to multiply, you're going to want to do. It's like this little star thing. I think it's over your 8 key. So if you click Shift 8, that should bring up the multiplication, right? Because if I change any of these, if I make it 4 times 4 times 4 plus 4 plus 4. I've used my 4 fours again. I can submit that, and that's going to give me a different value. Right now, I've crossed off number 24 on my table. Okay, so play around with that. There's a couple quick little tricks that'll help you get some of the more difficult to get to numbers. One thing, this does allow you to use decimal points and the number 44 as a starting place, right? 44 would account for 2 fours. So keep that in mind as you go. And then a couple other things, if you want to do square roots, right? Square root of 4 will give you a 2, which will help you find a bunch of different values. If you want to type this in up here, you type in the letters S, Q, R, T, and it'll give you the little square root sign, and then you can put whatever you want inside there. Okay, so that's one thing. And then the other one is this thing called factorial. So if you type in an exclamation point, this is something that comes into play when you're doing probability sometimes. But factorial will give you the number that you start with times the number below it, times the number below it, all the way down to 1. So if you do 4 factorial, that's 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, which is 24. Okay, so this is a really fast way for you to get to those bigger numbers because you can do 4 factorial, which gives you 24. Just something else to kind of play around with. Again, your goal is to get as many of the numbers here filled out as you can. It is not possible, as far as I know, or maybe it is, to get every number on there. So I would encourage you guys to shoot for a number somewhere between 40 and 60 different values on this table. This is supposed to be just kind of a fun activity. I know the last few days in math have been kind of heavy talking about homelessness. So I would really encourage you guys to kind of do this. If you want to meet up with somebody else and do it together, just give me a heads up on that. But yeah, this is supposed to be a fun Desmos activity, and hopefully you guys get some fun kind of puzzling this thing together. That's the explainer for today. Like I said, the login code is on the next slide, so hop over there and get that thing plugged in and get to work. Get to work.